Hey everyone. So I'm sorry I haven't posted a video recently, but first there was that mouth thing and it really hurt and I didn't want to talk a lot or anything. And then I got better a couple days ago, but then I was really busy and I couldn't make a video. And then yesterday things happened and I wasn't feeling well, so I couldn't make a video. But I guess now is a good time to make a video, and also there's a bunch of things to put together to explain this lesson. Since we were done with, as you can see here, this note, we were done with these 4 letters. I want to pause the lessons for a few and go back to isayo or ita. I want to go back to that because one of my Korean language exchange partners helped correct me, because I guess the other guy didn't really tell me anything, but this lady told me that the subject is really important, because last time I was just writing, pen isayo, whatever, it's a pen. Just refer back to the last lesson, I was writing simple stuff like that. But apparently there's more to it. You need the subject and then the object, and then i or ga, like with ani. If you remember in anida, we also added these, and then isayo or opsayo. So it's really simple. It's not that much to add. This is the only things we're adding now to it. So subject, you could say I, you could say na, no, which is you. You could say we, which is uri, I think, right? Uri, which is we or us. You could also say, she taught me a new word, which is this. You say that a lot. You say, there's a lot of words that we say in English that we don't realize we say a lot, but we say this. So this is go, un. Okay, is just the thing for the subject I'm adding, but this is this. This together, it means this. So igasun, I don't even know if I'm saying that right. I'm sorry, my pronunciation, I can't get it right yet. But okay, so let's say I want to say these sentences. This is a pen. Or to have a pen, I mean. Oh yeah, okay, I was right. I was going to do this. This is a pen. Basically, this structure is not only for isayo, it's also for anida. Sorry, there's a bunch of things. Languages are really complicated, and there's a bunch of things. So if I want to say this is a pen, which involves anida, or it's not a pen. Sorry, this is not a pen. Okay. Yeah, anida. That's what I'm working with. I am so sorry. The talking in the background is making me confused. I'm really worried that you guys are hearing it. Okay, so this is not a pen, which involves anida, which is no, which is not. So we say I gasun pen I anieyo. So this is a subject. Well, not really. Yeah, the subject. This is a subject because we add because this is a consonant. The previous word ended in a consonant, so we add This is a subject. This is the object of the sentence. And this is the thing to not be. Anida, to not be. And we say anieyo. So here we add I to the end of the object because the previous word ended in a consonant. So I equals consonants, and ga will equal vowels. I think I mentioned this last time. It's the same rule. And I remember the subject here is either nun for vowels or for consonants. Now, I think you also have been told, I don't know if I mentioned it, but another way to point out an object in a sentence will be or but for certain reasons I'll explain later, they put e. Okay? So let me add other sentences here. Let's say this is not a tangerine. We'll say e gos cure e because a consonant, and then ani eyo. This is not a tangerine. You could also say this is not an apple. I'll use the other example for apple because then you change the ending. So 이것은 사과. Sorry, my handwriting. 사과가. So here I put ga because this is a vowel. 사과가 아니에요. This is not an apple. So other words will be closet. She also added closet. So let's make a sentence with closet yourself and leave in the comments below or something. So Osjan. So what else do we have? Okay, let's say you want to say you are not at the party. Not at the party. This example I'm using uses the formal form of you. So you formal is 저. So for this sentence, formally I'm saying 저는, this indicates the subject, which is you. And then party, I showed this letter before, party. And then 에, to show it's a place. Sorry, my mouth is hurting. I don't know. Okay, party에. And then 없어요, which remember from the other lesson is to not exist at. So you are not at the party, and that's how you write it. You need the subject, the place or whatever the object is, and then to not. So 없어요 or 있어요. Okay, so next we have, well, of course you can also say that I am not at the party or I am at the party. So let's say 나는 파티에 있어요. This means I am at the party. I, and then party, and then to be at. What else? Yeah, I'm looking back at the conversation we had, and I told her that the guy never told me any of this, and then she's like, maybe he's not Korean, but it's funny because he is Korean. So 이것은 pen. Okay, so then if we want to say formally, this is a pen. This is a pen. Using the rule she taught me, we say 이것은, so this pen. Oh man, I just realized I spelled pen wrong before, didn't I? Where did I write pen? Oh no, I did write it right. Did I? Oh my god, what is this? No, that is not pen. Okay. So, anyway, pen. 입니다. Okay, we all know 입니다 is the formal way of writing this. This is the formal version of 이다. I think I probably translated this wrong. This is not a pen. I can't think. Okay, yeah, this is just the formal version of the first example I gave. So 이것은 펜입니다. Correct? I'm gonna cross-reference with my book because I can't really think right now. I'm really back. Okay, yeah. No. Okay, yeah. That is not. This is. Sorry, I'm forgetting. Brain fart. This is a pen. This is a pen. Okay? To be a pen. What else do I have here to look at? Okay, I kind of want to get to the part where I explain what e and ga is used for. I already went over that e is used for places. So like you want to say I am at school, you know the word for school is 학교. I think I already mentioned that before, so school. You want to say you're at school? 나는 학교에 있다. Or I don't know how to explain the dot thing, but or you could say 있어, or you could say 있다 or 있어. Yo, I think it's the more correct way. Yeah. Okay, so just say this please. Okay, because I know for sure 100% that this is the correct way. So 나는 학교에 있어요. I am at school. What else? Okay, the reason why they use this instead of not e or ga in this case is because this kind of implies that you have something. Is used more for when ista, because remember I said that ista could kind of mean to say that you have something or you're at somewhere. So this stuff e and ga are used more for this when the object is something you have, but e is for something you're at, like I said before, just reiterating, and that is why that is with e and not e or ga. So like if you want to say you have a magazine, it's 나는 점지가 있어요. Okay, ga because it's ga and not il or lul, whatever, because it's something you have. And ga and e are usually used for when you're using this stuff. And we use ga in this case because it ends in a vowel. The previous word ended in a vowel. Because, okay, yeah. Where's the part that explains e? Okay. So now I am going to explain why use e/ga instead of l/u for objects, or the object is sentence. Okay. L and il are more for when something is being compared to something else, when the object in the sentence is kind of being compared to something else that may or may not be true when you're having a conversation. It's all in the context of the conversation. But e and ga make the statement more definite, like it is what it is, nothing else. So I found an example online that explains it better. So let's say we have the sentence, the cat is behind the house. So to write that in Korean, you write 묘왕이는 집 뒤에 있다. Now, I'm just getting this off the internet, so I'm not really sure which is what, but for sure, this is cat, because it's the subject of the sentence. 집, I'm pretty sure it means behind. This has to be the house, because that's the place. And this is the little thing we've been using the whole time. Instead of 있다, we could say 있어요. So it's just any of those two. So cat behind house to be at. Okay. Here he uses, they use 는 instead of 이 or 가. And I should add here instead of 는 /는. Sorry. They use 는 instead of 이 or 가. You could also write the cat is behind the house this way. You could write it 이가 집 뒤에 있어요. Both of these sentences mean the same thing. The only thing that changed was 는 to 가. Now why is that? Well, the implication when you use 는 means like somehow, for some reason, in the context of a conversation, you're saying that, you know, maybe the person thought that they mentioned the dog is in front of the house, and you're just saying the cat is behind the house in comparison to the dog, where the dog is at. Let me just like read it off of what this says here. The two sentences could have exactly the same meaning, because in some situations the meaning of the two sentences is exactly the same, but in other situations meaning can be simply different. Okay. In this sentence, right here, this one, the speaker is saying that the cat is behind the house in comparison to something else that is not behind the house. The difficulty here is that there is only one sentence, which gives the listener no context to understand what the cat is being compared with. However, if you make up a context of a situation, it could be that the dog is in the house and the cat is behind the house. So that is why they use 는, and that is what 는 kind of implies. That in the context of the conversation, that you're probably talking about a dog or another cat that's somewhere else, and you're just emphasizing that this other cat is behind the house. But when using this sentence with 가, or if you had a word that was, you know, you needed to write 이, but in this case you don't. Okay, but anyway, with 이, with 가, I mean, it's stating a fact. Like, this makes it a fact. Like, the cat is behind the house. It's not being compared to anything else. You're not talking about a dog that's inside the house compared to the cat being outside the house. It's just, you're just saying the cat is in the house. Like, let's say someone were to ask you, hey, where's the cat at? You'll use 가 to definitely say that it's a fact that the cat is in the house. You're not comparing it in the conversation with anything else. Another example is like way better than the cat, because the cat's kind of too abstract. It will be the coffee is in the fridge. Okay? So let's start with the fact, using the fact sort of version. We will say coffee 가 냉장고에, which is fridge. This is fridge. 있어요. Okay, so in comparison, it's not in comparison with anything. It's just a fact that the coffee is in the fridge. Okay? Because we're using ga. But another way of writing it would be if it's in comparison with something else. If we say copy. Why isn't it writing? I don't know. Copy. Okay, now it must be stupid. Okay, copy가. Oops, sorry, no. copy는 냉장고에 있어요. Okay, here we're using 는. So it's in comparison with something else. Like stating that the coffee is in the fridge using 는, it could be possible that you're trying to distinguish between the coffee, either the orange juice being outside the fridge and the coffee being in the fridge. Or, you know, comparing it with the fact that it could be outside the fridge. Like, I think maybe a good way would be someone saying, oh, the coffee is a coffee outside the fridge, and then you say 커피는 냉장고에 있어요. That's kind of saying, in comparison to what you just said, the coffee is actually in the fridge. Something like that. It's like your coffee is being compared to something else. Like, instead of the orange juice, like with the orange juice being outside the fridge, in comparison to coffee is in the fridge. That type of thing. It's kind of really tricky and hard to explain because I'm a beginner, and it's also hard for beginners. So it's a beginner trying to explain to a beginner or whoever. But I hope it makes sense that ga is more for factual facts. Ga and i are facts. And nun, un, or and are more for when something is being compared to something else. But this rule is only for let me use the basic form, ista or ipta. From what I understand, it's only all of this only changes. This whole rule I'm talking about, the I and the ga, that is only for ita and ipta, okay? So I believe that is all I wanted to talk about today for that lesson, and I hope it wasn't too complicated. I'm really sorry I hadn't posted anything up recently, and this is kind of a mess, but I hope you guys all understand what I went over. So just to review, I spoke about using first the subject. The form of the sentence is subject, then the object, and then iga or with 있어요 or 아니다, those type of things. And let me just cross-reference, because for some reason I haven't looked at this for a while, considering. But double checking about the 아니다 thing. Yeah, okay. When using the basic forms for 아니다 or 입니다 or 있어요 or 있다 or 있다, all those that we spoke about so far, that is the sentence structure. Subject, 는, then the object, 일, or if you're using 있어요 or 입어요 or 아니다, 입니다, it could be irga, and then the place, and then the thing, that thing. So then I gave examples. 이것은, the subject, which is this, 이것 is this, and then 펜이, the object, and 아니에요. Using 이, made it definite that that object is a pen. And E is for consonants, G is for vowels, U is for consonants, R is for vowels, N is for vowels, and N is for consonants. Then I was talking about Ga and E, and I gave examples. And then the place thing I reviewed. Then got confused with imnita, but got it. How to say this is a pen. Again, in this case, I didn't have to use E, I don't think, or Ga, or Lil, because, yeah, I don't think the lady didn't write that down. Okay, unless I wrote too fast, because it's horrible. I am so bad at this. Oh yeah, it's definitely that way. For some reason you don't need E or Ga there, but I think it's because it's to be. Yeah, to be, definitely you don't need E or Ga. The one that's imnita and any other form like that, you don't need E or Ga. Obviously places you need E. For other things, you need E and Ga. I explained it. I hope you understand. If you have any questions or you want me to remake this video, make it more organized, please tell me. So, yeah. Have a good day. Thank you for watching.